In the heart of North America, a monetary mystery unfolds, as the US and Canada experience a decline in purchasing power parity. This economic term may sound like a mouthful, but it's essentially a measure that allows us to compare the cost of goods and services between countries. Imagine being able to buy a loaf of bread for $2 in the US and for the same $2 in Canada. That's the ideal scenario purchasing power parity aims for. But lately, this balance has been wavering. The value of the same $2 seems to be shrinking, unable to fetch you the same loaf of bread. This decline is influenced by a cocktail of factors, including inflation, interest rates, and exchange rates. While it's a complex web to untangle, these elements form the crux of purchasing power parity. As we peel back the layers of this economic dilemma, it's clear that numerous elements are at play. Delving deeper, we find that inflation and interest rates are causing a stir. Inflation, that silent thief, has been steadily eroding the purchasing power in the US and Canada. It's a creeping phenomenon, where the cost of goods and services incrementally increases over time, leaving the value of money to dwindle in its wake. Interest rates, too, play a significant role. When they're high, consumers are less likely to take on debt to make purchases, reducing the overall demand in the economy. This, in turn, can lead to a decline in purchasing power. Simultaneously, the increased cost of living combined with stagnant wages presents another challenge. While prices for basic necessities like housing, healthcare, and education are on the rise, wage growth has been sluggish, failing to keep pace. This widening gap between income and expenses further reduces the purchasing power of the average citizen. Meanwhile, on the other side of the globe, countries like India are experiencing a surge in purchasing power. This is largely attributed to robust economic growth, spurred by advancements in technology and an influx of foreign investments. While North America grapples with the decline, economies like India's are leapfrogging ahead, bolstered by factors such as digitalization and a young dynamic workforce. It's a stark contrast as nations like India forge ahead, leaving the US and Canada grappling with dwindling purchasing power. Today, the tale of two continents paints a vivid picture of economic disparity. We've delved into the decline in purchasing power parity in the US and Canada, highlighting factors such as inflation, trade imbalances, and economic policies. It's crucial to grasp these trends for future financial planning. Meanwhile, countries like India are seeing a rise in purchasing power, adding another layer to this complex economic puzzle. As we continue to navigate this economic maze, one thing remains certain: the landscape of global purchasing power is in constant flux, and understanding it is key to staying ahead.